Hi everyone, this is Venkat Krishna from Chris Software Solutions. In this video we are going to work on how to prepare the test cases and test scenarios. In the manual testing we need to prepare if anybody are in real time. So we need to prepare the test cases and test scenarios once we get the new requirements from the customer. So what is scenario, what is test case? Scenario is something like a high level verification point what we are going to test, whereas test case is a low level one under that scenario. So scenarios first we need to derive from the requirement document. For each and every scenario we are going to derive the test cases. See, for example, we need to test a bigger one. First we need to split it into a scenarios, and from scenario we are going to write the cases under that scenario, so that nothing will be left out for the scenario writing and all. So that is the importance of test cases and scenarios in real time. Without test cases, without scenarios, sometimes we will do ad hoc testing if we don't have the time, but most of the times we need to have proper scenarios and test cases before we are starting with the actual testing on our application. Well, so what is scenario, what is test case? As I told, it is a scenario is a high level verification point which functionality we are testing, and test case is a low level verification point. Under that scenario, what are all the various cases we are going to perform testing on our application. Okay, so usually test cases are 5 types will be there: GUI test cases, functional, non-functional, and functional positive, functional negative, and field level validation test cases. Non-functional I am not covering here. It is coming under security testing, performance testing, and what else, web services testing related. So those are all coming under non-functional. Web services sometimes coming under functional also, but internal logics and all we need to verify how they have designed it. So that will coming under the non-functional part. So those things we are not going to cover in this video, but GUI, functional positive, functional negative, field level validation, these test cases, how we need to design, how we need to get the scenarios, how we need to update the test cases for that scenario, I am going to target in this video. Okay, let me practically we will see. I have written some of the test cases for the Gmail, because you all are aware of the Gmail. Every day we are checking our emails and all in Gmail. So I have designed some test cases in Gmail from the scenarios to test cases. First, let me target the login page of the Gmail. From the login page, what are all the various test cases we can design or author, and other functionalities how we will author we will see. Coming to the login functionality, so our scenarios, these are all our scenarios. Let me explain you scenario template. Serial number, requirement ID or requirement, scenario ID. Each and every scenario will be having ID. Scenario description and requirement ID, expected test case count, and the time required for test cases. So requirement ID we will get it from the requirement document. Scenario ID, we need to give the scenario ID to our scenario. And scenario description, which functionality you are writing that scenario, you need to update here. And requirement document ID, we will get it from the requirement document. Okay, and expected test case count. For this requirement, how many test cases we can able to write. Overview, we need to give that count here. And time required, how much time it is going to take to author the test cases for that functionality. That time we need to update here. So this is the scenario template. Usually even in real time we are following the same template. And coming to the scenarios for Gmail, what we have written so far is verify Gmail login page functionality, and the registration related, and compose module, inbox module, sent mail, drafts. So these are all the different modules. So each module one scenario we are having. Under this scenario we are going to have the test cases. Under this scenario we are going to have each sheet for each scenario. So first one is a login page scenario. So coming to the overview, let me open the Gmail. This is the Gmail login page. first one is GUI test cases. Please tell me what are all the GUI test cases. We will get it. What is GUI? Graphical user interface is a GUI. So whatever you are able to see on this application, everything is a GUI. So you need to verify this Google image, sign in text is there, to continue to Gmail is there, this text field is available or not, it is filled with email or phone, forgot email is there or not your computer, use guest mode to sign in privately is there or not, learn more, create account, next, and this English drop down is there or not, and inside of drop down all these items you need to verify, help, privacy, terms. These all are GUI test cases. Each thing you are verifying, that is a GUI test case, because you are nothing you are verifying here functional part. Okay, coming to the functional positive, tell me what are all the test cases. Enter valid phone number or email and go to the next, enter password, click on next, user is able to log in, signing in successfully or not, we need to verify. That is a positive test case. That is only the positive test case, functional positive. And click on this forgot email, it is going to the proper page or not, click on learn more, click on create account. So these all are working or not, these all are coming under functional positive. Coming to the functional negative, enter invalid ID here, whether it is showing proper error message or not, we need to verify. See, could not find your Google account, it is throwing the error message, we need to verify this. This is negative. And also play with enter valid username, invalid password, enter invalid username, because it is not allowing. If you enter invalid username, you cannot go forward, or enter both invalid username and password. So these are all the negative scenarios, because your application should work properly for valid data and also should give proper error messages for invalid data also. So that is the reason you need to verify functional positively, functional negatively also. Okay, fine. See, this is about the functional positive and negative. And last one is a field level validation in our list. Field level validation test cases. In the field level validation test cases, each and every field you are going to verify. So usually in real time we are following this technique for that. So test case design technique, I will explain you this one. And before going to that, let me go through the test cases and show you. Gmail login module first we are going into. See, this is our test case template. This is our test case template. Usually in real time we will follow, this is the template. Okay, so see here, what are the columns are there. This is QC name. I mean, if you want to put your test cases into ALM, that is a test management tool, then this column will refer. Test case ID, each test case will have one ID, and scenario ID, each test case will have under one scenario or number of scenarios. We need to update the scenario ID. It is coming from here. This is the scenario ID. It is coming from scenarios to here. And what functionality you are trying to verify. What is the precondition to execute this test case? Application should be available. If it is not available, you cannot execute this test case. This is the precondition. And steps. Step 1, what you need to do. Step 2, what you need to do. So all the steps we need to write very clearly. And the expected results. Once you are performing this operation, what is the expected result? You need to update here. And the actual results, pass or fail, comments. These 4 columns we are going to update at the time of test execution. Because what is the actual result in the sense, what application is giving is the actual result. What application is giving is the actual result. That we will get it at the time of execution only. While authoring the test case, we cannot update the actual result, since actual result is something is given by the application, that we will get at the time of test execution only. Fine. Pass or fail also we will get at the time of executing these test cases. So comments, any comments related to that particular test case we can update here. And positive and negative you can update now also, or at the time of execution also you can update here. That is not an issue. So these are all the different fields available in our test case template. And now let me go the one by one the test cases. First test case, login. What you are verifying? Verify title login page. what is the first prerequisite? Application should be available. That is the precondition. Prerequisite is something like precondition. Step 1, open the browser. Browser should be opened. Enter URL. URL should be entered. Click on go button. It should open the login page. Verify title of the login page. It should display title as Google. So we are talking about this one. It should display as Google. Second test case. See here. Same. Verify sign in text is available or not. This is sign in text you are verifying in the second test case. Third test case, what you are verifying? Login text. So continue to login text. This we are not getting now. It seems it is updated. Okay. Third one is fine. Let me see the fourth one. Verify text field with auto text as email or phone is available. See, auto text. Auto text means whatever the text updating automatically. See, this one is email or phone is updated successfully. What are all the steps are there for this? Open browser, enter URL, click on go button, verify text field with auto text as email or phone. Okay, that is available or not, we need to verify. That is also GUI test case. Next, fifth one. What is the fifth test case? Open browser, enter URL, click on go button, verify forgot email link is available or not. See, forgot email link is available or not, we need to verify. And similarly, the sixth one, we need to verify. Open the browser, enter the URL, click on go button, verify not your computer, use guest mode to this one. Not your computer, guest mode to sign in privately. This text is available or not, we need to verify. Next, seventh one, verify learn more link. So this learn more link is available or not, we need to verify. So next one, eighth one. Eighth test case is verify create account link is available or not. See, create link is available or not, we need to verify. So all these steps like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So your test cases should be easily understandable to everybody. But we are not sure how many years you are going to be there in that project or how many months. If some new person is coming into that project, he need to understand the test cases written by you. So that is the reason the test cases very clearly we need to write in real time. So next, ninth one. Verify next button is available or not. See, next button is available or not. Next, 10th one. Verify language drop down is available. Language drop down is available. 11th one. Help link is available. Yeah, help link is available. 12th one. Privacy link. Privacy link also we are verifying. Terms link also we are verifying here. So these all are coming under what test cases? GUI test cases. These all are coming under GUI test cases. Next we are entering into the functional positive test cases. As I told you, what are all coming under positive test cases? Enter valid ID, click on next, whether it is next page is opening or not. Click on forgot email, click on learn more, click on create account, or if possible click on help, privacy, terms. These all are positive test cases. See here, verify move up when click on email or phone auto text. So when you click on it, it is moving up, email or phone. That you need to verify. So when verify find your email page when click on forgot email when you click on, so that you need to verify. Next, 16th one. So place, so this one not as a guest. Verify browse Chrome as a guest page when click on learn more. Click on learn more and verify. Next, verify create your Google account page when click on create account. This link we are verifying. These all are positive. Verify login page functionality with valid data. Valid data, enter here and click on next. Enter valid password and click on next. So then you are going to verify whether you are able to log in or not. 19th one. Verify all languages when click on English drop down. When you click on this drop down, all these options are coming or not, you need to verify. Verify Google account help page when click on help button. When you click on here, help page is opening or not, you need to verify. Similarly for privacy, similarly for terms. These all are functional positive test cases. Coming to the functional negative, see here. Verify login page functionality with invalid data. corresponding error message is getting or not, you need to verify. Verify login page functionality with empty data. Without entering any data, click on next. Whether it is showing the error message or not, you need to verify. Login page with valid username, invalid password. This scenario is possible. Yeah, you can enter valid username, then you can enter invalid password. Similarly, 23rd test case, login functionality with valid username and empty password. Okay, empty means here empty password. So this is also possible without entering the password, and we are trying to do something. And verify login page functionality, 23rd, this is 24th one. Verify login page functionality with valid username and empty password. Without entering any data in the password field, we are trying to log in. It should display a proper error message. These are all the negative. So negative test cases is something like you are playing with negative data on your application. That is a negative test case. Okay, so we are expecting properly error messages, or correspondingly error messages are displaying or not, and application is restricting us to not to logging into the application when enter invalid data. So these are all we need to verify in there. Okay, fine. Next, last one is field level validation test case. Field level validation means, let me take it, this text field is there. What is the maximum length it is allowing? That the client will provide it in the requirement document. What are all the minimum number of characters? What are all the maximum number of characters it will allow? What type of data it will allow? Alphabets, numerics, special characters. What type of data it should allow? All these the client will give in the requirement document. So based on the requirement document, we have to follow, we have to write the field level validation. This is the text field. This is the text field. We need to validate this text field. So mostly how many number of characters it is allowing, how many it is not allowing. According to the requirement, whether this text field is behaving or not, we need to verify. So in that case, I assumed in the field level validation test cases. So before going to see the test cases, see here in the real time also we are following this technique, boundary value analysis. Usually if any text field 5 to 20 characters it should allow, then we are going to write a 6 test cases for that field. Those are minimum -1. Here minimum is what? 5 characters it should allow, maximum 20 characters it should allow. Let me take an example. See, the test cases, we should be able to write 6 test cases as per boundary value analysis technique. Those 6 test cases are minimum -1, minimum is 5, minimum -1 is 4, minimum 5, minimum +1, 5 + 1, 6. Similarly, maximum how many characters? 20 characters. Maximum -1, 19, maximum 20, maximum +1, 21. So these 6 test cases we should write for any text field. In your application, any text field will be there. We need to write 6 test cases. Minimum -1, minimum +1, maximum -1, maximum +1. Okay. Now let me see the test cases here. Field level validation. For the Gmail, we don't know how many. So that is the reason we are assuming here. Where is field level validation? Yeah. Field level validation test cases. We are assuming here what is the length of the test cases and all. 1 minute. What is the length of the test cases? We are assuming a field level validation. See here. Enter email or phone field length with 5 characters. Okay. And one more thing. If you observe here, what are all positive and what are all negative? This middle, these 4 are positive test cases. It should allow. The minimum -1 and maximum +1 are negative test cases. It should not allow. So every text field we should write 6 test cases. 2 are negative, 4 are positive. Okay, fine. Now let me go to the test cases. See here. This is for example 6 to 20 characters. 1 minute. 6 to 30 characters it should allow. Let me assume email 6 to 30 characters it should allow. Now tell me the test cases. 6 to 30. 6 to 30 means minimum is 6, maximum is 30. So minimum minus 1 5, minimum 6, minimum plus 1 7. Similarly maximum minus 1 29, maximum 30, maximum plus 1 31. So these are all the 6 cases we are writing here. If you'll observe here, 5 characters it should not allow, 6 characters it should allow, 7 characters it should allow. Similarly 29 characters it should allow, 30 characters it should allow, and 31 characters it should not allow. Okay, so we are considering here the length is 6 to 30. Similarly for password field also, 5 characters it should not allow, 6 it should allow, because the length is 6 to 30. So 5 means less than 6, right? It should not allow. 7 characters it should allow. 9, here we are taking 6 to 10. Okay, in this password field 6 to 10, 9 characters it should allow, 10 it should allow, and 11 it should not allow. Okay, like this way we need to write the GUI test cases, functional positive test cases, functional negative test cases, and field level validation test cases. So any scenario, these 4 type of test cases we need to cover in our project. Whenever you are getting a requirement, first to derive high level scenarios, module wise or functionality wise, you need to derive the scenarios, and based on these scenarios we need to derive the test cases in this format. So this format even in real time we are using. So this is the scenario template and this is the test case template. Like this, how we need to prepare the GUI test cases, functional positive, functional negative, and field level validation test cases and all. Okay, so I will try to cover the remaining modules also. So see here, GUI registration module is there. Similarly registration module also same. The scenario is what here? This is your scenario. Okay, scenario 2. Similarly verify Google logo is available or not. In the registration page is, if you go to the application, once you click on create account, this is your registration page. Okay, this is your registration page. You are going to cover registration page related test cases. Same syntax, same template you have to follow. Compose module, inbox module, sent mail module, drops module, whatever the scenarios we have covered here, all these scenarios in the test case template we are trying to derive the test cases. So I explained you the login page. Logic is same for any page. First to write a GUI. What are all you are able to see on the application? Those all are GUI. Okay, what are all the functionalities you are able to perform with the positive data? Those all are functional positive. What are all you are able to perform with the negative data? Those are all negative. Field level validations, as I told you, based on this technique, we are going to derive each text field 6 test cases. Minimum minus 1, minimum plus 1, maximum minus 1, maximum plus 1. Okay, so these 6 test cases, every text field we need to write as a field level validation test case. That's it. Any page, same logic. Okay, now I hope you understand how to write the test cases and all. Okay, so that's all for this video. I hope you will get lot of doubts here. Feel free to put it into a chat box. I will help you on those. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please encourage me by liking and sharing my videos. Thank you so much.